Boom, welcome to Solo Kapoor's podcast, Inkoka episode. Welcome everyone after a long time. I know it's been a long time, and my apologies. There were just too many things on my plate. But now here we are with a very interesting person who is here to present and not really present, but really talk about a very interesting idea, creative idea that he had that is going to make a lot of noise, in my opinion, in the future. We have here with me Sandeep Garu, a mechanical engineer and an entrepreneur, joining all the way from Pennsylvania, US, if I'm not wrong. Sandeep Garu, welcome to the podcast. Thank you very much for joining here.
Thanks, bro. Just call me Sandeep Garu Asan Lal. It's okay.
Right. Cool. So Sandeep has a very interesting company that he founded in a company parent ante cinema stock exchange, right? So basically what it does is సినిమా తంటాలు అనేది మనకు చాలా కామన్ అన్నమాట. ఏంటంటే సినిమా స్టోరీ ఉంటుంది, మనం ప్రొడ్యూసర్ పట్టుకోవాలి, ఫండింగ్ తీసుకోవాలి ప్రొడ్యూసర్ దగ్గర, దెన్ యూ మేక్ యూర్ మూవీ అండ్ దెన్ యూ మేక్ మనీ అండ్ ద ప్రాఫిట్స్ గో బ్యాక్ టు ద ప్రొడ్యూసర్. సో ఇది ఒక వెరీ vague description of how movies get made and how they make loss and profits and so on, right? కానీ ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే Sandeep has a company called Cinema Stock Exchange, where the public or the audience are the investors, are the funders of a movie. And if the movie does well, when he means investors, the investors take the loss on the profit. And profit is the expectation, obviously, and it's the public who funds the movie and they take the profits if the movie does well. So the public itself are are the producers of the movie. So a very vague description ఇచ్చాను నేను, but here we are with the founder himself, Sandeep Garu. If I'm not wrong, did I just got it right, or like can you just describe it in your own words, what your idea, what your company does, Cinema Stock Exchange?
Yeah, so basically you got the gist right. That is
Yeah.
the basic plot of Cinema Stock Exchange, but there is a lot of other stuff that you can actually do on Cinema Stock Exchange, not
Mm.
exclusive to profits and losses. There's also something for investors, they can trade their pixels with other investors for a particular project.
Right.
So we start from the beginning about Cinema Stock Exchange. So like you said, basically it's a digital platform
Mm.
where the producers, or what we call on our website, is called project owners.
Mm.
So they come with a plot story, uh, most likely with all the actors, everybody. They'll basically set up a team, okay, and then they come to us, and then we'll review the budget, we'll review what the cast is, see if we have all the permission from their cast. So once we review, we'll upload the project. So currently we have one project called Hamsa Nandini. So we can actually take that as an example and explain how this works.
Right.
So we came up with a budget of 180,000 US dollars, which translates to 1.3 crores. So we have done our homework about the story, screenplay, and everything. I typically do not get involved into all this, but since it's my first project, I'm trying to be there as much as possible. But typically, I don't do it in future. So what we've decided to do is, for this $180,000, we split this into 4,000 pixels. By pixels, I mean we call pixels,
So
but typically,
can you explain? So you have named it as a stock exchange, Gada. So can you take the analogy of the stock exchange to explain how the investment on your movie in your website works, right? For example, stock exchange లో ఏముంటది, ఒక market ఉంటది, there'll be a capitalization of that thing, and they divide everything into shares, right? They divide everything into shares and they sell the shares. So
that's correct.
as a public investor, I can buy the shares, నా ఇష్టం వచ్చిన shares కొనుక్కోవచ్చు నేను. So for example, if I'm buying a Reliance share, maybe it's like 100 rupees per share, I can buy 1,000 shares, 100,000 shares, or whatever. And if I make profit, I sell the shares, I make profit. If it's a loss, it's a loss. So alanti analogy lo, if you can explain to the audience how they what is a pixel, and how the budget and the pixels are divided, and how they can buy the number of pixels they can buy, and so on. If you can just give a little comparison with that, if possible.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm going actually. It's
Right.
almost the same. So
Right.
typically you buy shares in a company. So ఇప్పుడు stock exchange లోని you use any app. I haven't used much of Indian apps because నేను trading start చేసినప్పుడు అంతా కూడా it's all US and
Right.
I'm not a great trader. I mean ఏదో అప్పుడప్పుడు టైం పాస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాను, but it's typically the same. The way you buy shares in a company, you're basically buying shares in a movie. ఇక్కడ
Right.
కంపెనీస్, ఇక్కడ మూవీస్ ఉన్నాయి అంతే. And then
Right.
అక్కడ షేర్స్ కొంటారు, ఇక్కడ పిక్సెల్స్ కొంటారు.
Right.
That's the analogy that we have
Right.
here.
Right.
So
So
the thing
ikkada
is,
you have renamed shares as pixels ante.
that's correct. Yes, exactly.
Right.
So I'm just calling them as pixels. So coming back to our example of Hamsanandini case, right now we have $180,000 in Japan, kada. So we
Yes.
split them up, into 4,000 pixels.
Right.
So pixel is $45 ఒక్కొక్కటి value, pixel value.
Right.
So the thing is, now we are marketing. We have a start date and an end date. Typically, about 27 days is what we have decided. So there are many reasons why I chose 27 days, but for now, it's a little challenging, but I had to. So 27 days, our target is to collect $180,000, like basically sell 4,000 pixels all over the world. Right. So once we get that money, I'll give the production house here is Beyond Cinema. So they're hosting this project on Cinema Stock Exchange website. So once that's out, once they get this funding, they'll go back, they'll go to shoot basically. While they finish pre-production koncham migilindi, so adi koncham cheskuni, then they finish their shoot, and then post-production they'll release the first copy. And once the first copy is done, they'll sell it to any OTT. So they have been in talks with some OTTs like beforehand itself. So obviously they'll give you an estimate of what the pricing would be given the star cast we have. So once that is figured out, if it is a profit or loss, again the profit or loss will be back to investors and matter. So here there are many things that the production company can do. So it could Beyond Cinema is not taking any salary or as such. They gave some advances to their actors from their pocket, and they have not included their money into the budget. So that is why out of the profits they're taking 40% share, 60% investors. That is the catch here. And meanwhile, there is another important thing called box office. There is something else to trading. How do you buy pixels to other investors in Japan? So there is something called as box office. It opens on project page as soon as the film goes into in-making status. So once it is in-making status, the box office opens. Let's say you buy pixels, person A, person B, person C. And person A and person B, they buy pixels from Hamsanandini project, and person C did not buy pixel. So the movie is in shoot now. So obviously we'll release some updates. Something goes viral on it. There's some vibe around the movie you catch, and you see a lot of business for that movie. So person C thinks that it's worth buying the pixels, but the pixels are not available right now. So person A and B, what they do is let's sell this pixel for $60, or $50, whatever they think is right.
Yeah.
So the person C goes in and says, okay, even if I'm buying for $60, probably I can get at least like $5 to $10 of profit out of this when the movie is completed. So that is box office. So that closes the day before the movie is released.
So very interesting. So ikkada kuda so here, so on this platform anyone can approach you, right? So you're not the producer of the movie basically.
No, I'm not.
You're providing a platform for producers to raise money through public. And can you explain how this is different from crowdfunding exactly?
So crowdfunding, basically people who they fund the project, they don't expect anything back. So it is not a commercial aspect. Most likely that goes towards a cause.
Right.
More of like a donation,
Right.
And some people expect rewards. There is a reward system. If you provide money to a crowdfunding, they would expect their name on the titles or in the credits, something like that. But this is not like that. This is like purely commercial. So I'm just basically bringing a commercial aspect to this. So it is way different than crowdfunding.
Right. So anyone can approach you is what you mean. So someone who's trying to make a movie can approach you and upload their budget requirements, and the investors who want to buy a movie, obviously you have one movie on your website right now which is raising money, right, capital right now, but you will be having multiple projects at one point in time somewhere down the line in a few years time, right? So the idea is anyone who wants to make a movie can approach you, and anyone who wants to buy stocks in a movie or buy pixels in a movie to invest can also approach your website. So I think it's more like a trading platform, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, trading platform exclusively for cinema.
Right. Right. So how do you review? What is the review system for how which movies do you select and which you don't? So can anyone approach you? There must be some criteria wherein you measure or calculate which is like a worthy enough investment or which is not.
Yeah, right now I don't have a huge team on who selects the script and everything. And to be honest, even like I said, I do not have any film background. I'm just a
Right.
mechanical engineer, and probably even my judgment could be wrong most of the times, about
Right.
review on script and all.
Right.
So we have some mentors in the industry, so we approach them to see, if there's a good film. And obviously, bigger the star cast, it's easy to choose for us.
Yes.
So there is no huge star cast, if there is no like a prominent faces out
Mm.
there, it's very hard for me to market or convince people to buy pixels into this project.
Right.
So to address your question very simply, it's right now we're just going with some suggestions from our mentors from the industry, and we
Mm.
just look basic stuff like there is no pornographic stuff or no controversial, nothing abusive.
Yep.
That is a big thing that we look forward to.
Right.
But going forward, I hope to have like a proper team in place. It's all about money.
Yeah. So ఈ idea వచ్చింది ఎక్కడి నుంచి అండి? So you like, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? You're based in Pennsylvania, and were you always a movie buff? Did you have any dreams, filmmaking dreams that were killed? So you're obviously working as a mechanical engineer now. Can you tell us a little background about yourself, and help us in a way on how you arrived on this idea exactly?
This occurred to me as an idea somewhere in 2016-ish.
Right.
That's when first thought came to me. And I'm not a huge movie buff. I mean, growing up, I've watched a lot of movies, but
Mm.
akartone, like I enjoy them in the theater. I like my superstar. I'm actually a good fan of Rajinikanth. It kind of inspires me.
Right.
Whenever I see his movies,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm quoting it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even now I watch his movies. So it's like a good reminder of what your childhood has been.
Right.
Whenever you're feeling low or something like that, Atlanta. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I never had any, aspiring thoughts to be a filmmaker or an actor. Atla em ledu.
Hmm.
So, I enjoy movies and then I come back and do my work. Atlanta ఉంటుంది. So, idea ఎలా వచ్చింది అంటే, I like, కొంచెం ఆటోమేటిక్ ఐడియాస్ కొంచెం ఒక్కటి వస్తూ ఉంటాయి అనమాట. ఐ ట్రై టు డూ సంథింగ్ అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ 9 to 5 జాబ్, ఏదో ఒకటి
Yeah.
చేయాలి ప్రాసెస్ నుంచి వచ్చిన ఐడియా ఇది. అండ్
Right.
హ్యాడ్ మెనీ ఐడియాస్ టు పర్స్యూ ఇన్ ద మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ సెక్టర్, బట్ ఐ డెంట్ హ్యావ్ ఇనఫ్ క్యాపిటల్.
Right.
సో somehow I got this, I started developing, ఒకసారి రీసెర్చ్ చేసిన తర్వాత I realized actually nobody is doing this. I'm little surprised as why nobody is doing this.
Hmm.
Found some websites అవి సంథింగ్ అంటే ఇట్లాంటిది ఇక్కడ లేదనమాట.
Right.
Then I approached a company based in India actually.
Hmm.
Even though I'm living in Pennsylvania, I approached in India and asked them to do a research. This is basically for patents. So patent చేద్దామన్న thought process లోని, so there is a review that will be done by the paralegals అనమాట. So
Right.
if anything of this sort has been existent in the past.
Right.
So then we figured out that 2016 ముందు there are multiple people who have attempted this.
Hmm.
But back then the అంటే payment gateways కానీ, currently I'm using a payment gateway, PayPal. So
Right.
PayPal, the products that they have released post 2016 enables this sort of business to a next level.
Huh.
So if you observe 2016 ముందు కంటే there are not much of there are too many complications associated with this model, business model basically. That's why people probably have attempted and failed, or people didn't even proceed beyond that point.
I think our society was not really digital enough, if that's what you're trying to.
Could be. Right now, it's IT technology is like ఇంకా better గా ఉంది.
Chala.
People can do things much faster. People also, అంటే 2017-18 లో చూసారంటే లైక్ I think most of the crowd started using digital money. When I say digital money, different payments forms కానీ PayPal, Google Pay అవి చేయడం స్టార్ట్ చేశారు, Zoom transaction. So
True.
people started believing that transferring money online is
Yeah.
actually a thing. అంతకుముందు ప్రాబ్లం అంత లేదు. So that
Yeah.
made this could be. So then I started working on this idea 2017 loni. I thought this could be a serious opportunity. And then this was like later of 2017. Then comes the IT part. I thought IT was actually very easy. Ante website simple thought me getting into IT. I thought it was like very easy. But then again, I'm a mechanical engineer. I have no clue how IT works. I can't even write a C program right now.
Right.
So 20 stage loni, I approached few friends and they're like, this kind of simple thing to do. But when I actually explained them the idea, they realized it is not a simple thing to do. So
Huh.
there is a lot of things that has to be done. So by the time I figured out get the right team in place, it took me another 6 to 8 months, given the budget I have.
Mm.
So I had to save some little money initially, and then I started building IT team. And appudu 2019 loni it was like full-fledged thing. I worked on
Right.
this for at least 4 hours to 4 to 5 hours. Worked on the sense like researching, uh,
Yeah.
see how the things are going ఇవన్నీ.
Yeah.
So 2017 లోని I had little కొంచెం difficult చెప్పను, but was little different from what my previous years has been in the US.
Right. Right. Right.
So we developed the product, and 2019 December lo we launched. It was completely ready, and then I've campaigned in Hyderabad, trying to meet last minute directors, writers, and then చాలా మందిని కలిసాను actually.
Hmm.
So we got some feedback. కొంతమంది ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఇచ్చారు. Something was good, something was not bad. So finally we actually arrived with the project. We announced a project in 2020 March.
Hmm.
It was very promising. I was like very happy because within 3 months of announcing the website, we got a project. I was like very happy.
Yeah.
Then came COVID. So we announced on March, I think about 11th or 12th అనుకుంటాను. That's when
Right.
we actually announced. 17th there was a lockdown.
Yeah.
So that was really tough. And we didn't know how to proceed, and nobody was in the mood to listen what this idea is. I mean, I
Right.
get it. I myself was, there was a lot of difficult situations. Fortunately, all my family is doing good.
Hmm.
But there were some challenges within the extended family. So I was not even like interested in this promoting anything of that sort. So it was gone for 6 to 8 months. And then after that, once the world is slowly getting back on its feet, I started promoting again, and we arrived at this project, Hansanandini.
Right. Right. You said there was a lot of feedback given from the folks in Hyderabad. So what can you tell us, without obviously naming names? Can you tell us what was the feedback like? What were the challenges in convincing people on something like this, and what were the positive points that were given to you ikkadaki vachinappudu మీరు?
See, that is actually it's kind of a tough question, but all the feedback and everything, it boils down to one thing.
Hmm.
Whatever people say ultimately translates to the fact that if you're successful, people do it. That's it. You have to provide success, or you have to come up with a good movie.
Yeah.
So కొంతమంది ఏంటి అంటే, some people told that this could be a good opportunity for the bigger stars to connect with their fans.
Hmm. Yeah.
ఇప్పుడు చాలా మంది ఫ్యాన్స్ ఉంటారు. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ ఇప్పుడు కరెంట్లీ చిరంజీవి గారు కానీ, బాలకృష్ణ గారు కానీ, పవన్ కళ్యాణ్, దే హావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యాన్స్.
Yeah.
సో వాళ్ళందరూ సినిమా చూసి చాలా ఎక్సైట్ అవుతారు.
Right.
And what if those fans are actually associating the project itself?
Yeah.
ఇందాక చెప్పడం మర్చిపోయాను, that is also one of the founding thought of Cinema Stock Exchange.
Hmm.
So there was this one time, I think Bahubali time lo anukuntanu, I have known some of my friends. They're so much into this movie, it's like the pride of Telugu and the feeling.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't deny that fact. These are all students. They're probably just graduated out of college, doing their first job. And వాళ్ళు ఏంటంటే డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటర్స్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి ఇక్కడ సినిమాని ప్రెజెంట్ చేయడానికి, అంటే డబ్బులు ఇచ్చి కొని సినిమాని థియేటర్ లో వేయడానికి, దిస్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాసెస్.
Right.
Many restrictions. It could be the budget. Obviously, $70,000 to $100,000 ఉంటాయి. They cannot all that. I mean, they cannot bring that money all by themselves.
Right.
At the same time, they have their work restrictions. Visa మూలంగా they have to find somebody else who does this. So ఇందాక చెప్తున్నట్టు బాహుబలి సినిమాని ఎట్లా వాళ్ళు ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయాలి లేదంటే కొనాలి అన్న థాట్ ప్రాసెస్ ఉండింది. So I've known some friends who invested $5,000 to $7,000 per person.
Wow.
Per person, and that too a student, like freshly graduated students even.
Right.
So they somehow pooled around $100,000 and gave to a person they don't even know. అంటే అసలు ఎప్పుడు కలవం కూడా కలవలే. But they actually overpaid for that movie. అంటే for that particular zip code, you don't have that much of crowd coming to theaters to watch Bahubali.
Right.
So what is the point of buying, let's say, 50,000? I'm just giving rough numbers here.
Yeah.
So that is also, I thought, అంటే తెలుగుకి సినిమా అంటే పిక్చరే చెప్పాలి, యాక్చువల్లీ చెప్పాలంటే.
Yeah. Sure.
Very connected to movies a lot.
Right.
So that is one of the thoughts. So
Right.
coming back to the original discussion of the feedback, this is another thing. So once you're successful, that only when once you gain the trust and all. Some people are like this. It's never going to work because people. Why would they come to you and all? when the producers are happy, when the finances are there, why do they come? To address that point, I told them that, basically there's interest-free money. So let's say you're making a movie for 10 crores and by the financial rates, any industry loan kanuka, if somebody producer wants 10 crores from finances, they would give the least of the least. Enta kaadu anukunnam, basic, and if it's a very good friend of him, probably he'll give it for about 24% annual interest. But
Right.
in the Cinema Stock Exchange, if you have a good star cast and you're in a good production company, koncham background unna kuda, our 10 crores meda, you're basically getting 0% interest.
Yes.
But there's only a fee of 3% for Cinema Stock Exchange,
Yeah.
and whatever the rest 24, ఎంత కాదంటే ఇప్పుడు 10 crores కి అంటే నెలకి 1 రూపాయి వడ్డీ వేసుకుని అట్లీస్ట్ యూఆర్ 1 rupee వడ్డీ వేసుకున్నా you're talking about 10 lakhs a month.
Yeah.
And if the making loan after 12 months, you're saving 1.2 crores just on interest.
Yes.
So
For
this
sure.
is where I told them that's when they're kind of convincing itla undi ani. But again, there's a long way to go. People have to believe me, believe in the project idea and all.
How do you ensure the investors trust you? What are your plans? So because my basic question as an investor, like as a layman investor myself, is like, Meru, so you are pooling the funds that the investors have invested, you give it to a production company, and if the production company is making money via an OTT, and so is there a legal clause that obligates the production company to pay something for the cinema stock exchange as well? So is that how you are ensuring that the payment does come in, or is there a pipeline where the payment straight away comes to you from the OTT, or what is happening on that front exactly?
So the way the business model works currently right now is first thing in that project upload చేసినప్పుడు I told that they can upload project, right? They basically have to also make a deposit of 3% of the total budget. So if it is let's say 3 crores movie ankondi, they have to make a down payment of 9 lakhs upfront, and then only they can host the project.
Right.
So they also have some money in stake because they'll be serious in project. That's how
Yes.
actually that comes as a filter to me as well.
Yes.
So ledu ante I'll have at least like 20-30 people naming any other actor, and then they just start asking funds, and I
Yeah.
have to distribute all that. So
Right.
I made a filter for myself, for 3%. And obviously, even I need money, so that's my service fees.
Right.
And the second thing, how do I do this? And at this point, see, we do not have a team again in place, but I try to monitor with my own executive producer. I hired someone, my PR team, so they kind of monitor all this to make sure that okay, the business is transparent enough, and we'll also maintain the same transparency with our investors. So currently, again, see, theatrical release is another different topic. Right now, obviously, if we do not have a accurate thing in place to measure or gauge the number of tickets that have been sold, prices accurately, but we are going to do that in future. Like will from them and count the exact number of tickets that have been sold and all. That is for so for OTT KNT, we'll try to make it public, the agreement between the production company and the OTT platform. Agreement will make it public and show to the investors that this is the exact amount that it has been sold for. If
Right.
not public, at least to the we'll showcase it to among a close group of circles, particularly with the investors.
Right.
That's what we have in plan for now.
Right. So how does it work? Are you making any personal accounts for every user? Every user can just sign up before we invest and watch his stock price or his pixel price go up or down depending on the on the status of the project, or if something goes viral. So how do you plan what is the user experience right now for a layman investor like myself, and what can we expect in the future?
So the pixel value is actually, we don't determine it. We let the investors, decide the value of the pixel while it is in box office. So before that, it is obviously the production company which decides the pixel value. So once the funds are raised, the box office opens, and the box office, each individual investor actually determines all that.
Right.
After the movie is released, whatever the profit is, that or loss, that determines the value of the pixel. This is each individual project.
Right.
So the pixel is not unique throughout the website. It is pertinent to, or it is respective to each individual project.
Hmm.
And as far as you've asked me about the accounts and how do people sign up. Right now, it is mostly most of the investors are right now friends and family and their friends and family, like people,
Hmm.
friends, and all that stuff. So obviously, the website is good. I mean, the work process is definitely working. We have tested this multiple amount of times, and this currently the website is being hosted on AWS.
Right.
So the feedback as a user, it's good. Everybody loved the idea. They
Right.
love the idea, and that is the reason they're actually investing in this one. More
Right.
than the project itself, it is more about the idea.
Right.
And there are some people who are actually interested in the project as well because they see it as a very profitable project given the budget and then the market that these actors have currently.
Sure. Sure.
And as far as accounts is concerned, I do not store any personal information. The only thing I store is your name and then the PayPal email ID and your contact number. That is
Right.
what is being stored on Cinema Stock Exchange platform.
Right.
So we've choose PayPal because see when you're transferring money from US to India or basically I can do business in 167 countries,
Right.
which means that any Telugu person or any movie lover basically who is planning to invest in project, it can be anywhere in the world. He can still invest through PayPal. That's
Sure.
why there are a lot of compliances that we have to meet. If not for PayPal, we probably couldn't do this. So PayPal,
Right.
if you see there is a peer-to-peer transaction, and then there is peer to many to one. So there are multiple transactions involved. So
Right.
we actually use the three different products of PayPal as a payment gateway and build this website.
Sure. Sure. And okay, coming to the project that you have with Hamsa Nandini, right? So that's your first project on the website, right? So can you just tell us about how this came about to your website and who's the director? What's like the premise of this project, and how are you doing with the response of investors with this particular project, the timelines and so on? Can you tell us everything about Hamsa Nandini, because this is your first film that you're trying to pool the budget for, right? So this is the first film on your website, which I can pretty clearly see on Cinema Stock Exchange. So can you tell us about this particular movie that you're going to make, for which you're not the producer exactly? There is other production company. Can you just explain all the the details of this thing?
So the way I received this project is through one of our executive producer. I spoke with them in the past, working on other projects.
Hmm.
So it did not come to me as a first project. There are like at least I can think of 4 to 5 projects that have come
Right.
so close to actually getting it on Cinema Stock Exchange. I
Right.
was actually very excited to work with a very prominent director. Obviously, I hope to work with him in the future.
Sure.
Uh, I don't know why I'm not mentioning, but I think it is too early to mention his names.
For
But
sure.
he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He loved the idea, but
Hmm.
it's just that last second he thought that probably I should be more successful before he coming to my platform
Hmm.
or prove this idea. It's probably too risky for his image.
Right.
He's a pretty prominent director. So
Right.
I've worked on it for almost like 6 months, probably 6 to 8 months.
Was it RGV? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, it was not him. It was not
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Actually, we tried to approach him too,
Mm-hmm.
but let's see how it pans.
Right.
So coming back to Hamsanandani, see one thing I've done is, I mean, I'm happy about last 2 years, even though we haven't really worked out any projects in the last 2 years. One thing I'm happy about is all the connections I made, particularly with people related to movie industry.
Sure.
So that's how somebody talks about Cinema Stock Exchange, and somebody who knows somebody tells to somebody,
Hmm.
and somehow they got to me, and then we started working on this.
Right.
So that's how, basically, I've been people have been talking about this at the lower level at least.
Right.
Hope I'm at the higher level too. Uh, they kind of the word spread around, and
Right.
then one fine morning somebody called me about Project Hamsanandini, and I was introduced to this producer,
Hmm.
his Abhishek Balapati, and they're actually also good experience people in
Hmm.
terms of production and all that. They
Sure.
have worked with K. Sirasara Limited in the past. They have Avirama Media, and they have been working on producing TV serials, making basically serials for almost
Yeah.
like 10 to 12 years, I believe.
Sure.
I watched one of them, but there are almost like 10 to 12 serials. So they're pretty experienced in terms of production. They keep the budget tight. They make sure it happens on time. So that is one of the reasons that, I felt more confident about, even if if I'm bringing money from investors and giving to these people,
Hmm.
they'll definitely complete the project. And as far as the cast is concerned, the director, he's director Manu.
Hmm.
He has done two films in the past and worked as associate director and writer for many films. Some
Right.
of the films are, Drishyam in all languages, Tamil, Telugu, Hindi. He's also one of the writers for Manam, the
Hmm.
movie. And he made a movie called Jamlakadi Bamba. And then there is one movie from Sumant, Anaganaga Oka Rowdy.
Right.
So, I mean, he is also not like too freshman. His
Right.
very good experience. He knows how to wrap up movies, how to shoot that. So he's pretty good.
Sure.
And next is and then Shrikant Iyengar garu. So both, I believe they have their own fans.
Right.
Like they have proved themselves as performers on multiple occasions, I would say.
Right.
And there's also other cast that supports pretty prominent faces. So I felt as a first project, probably this is the best launch, given
Hmm.
all the prominent faces, the experience behind the production house, and all that.
Right. And also, I'm see, I'm not really I have no touch with filmmaking or film production, and probably I'm far more novice than you are. You at least have some of a part of your hand dipped into all the process of filmmaking. But filmmaking is not an easy process. Sometimes films don't end up getting completed, or they just left off halfway, and really it's a very there are some possible there's a possibility of uncertain scenarios, right? And when it comes to making a movie, and it is a fact, and it has happened with the biggest of the biggest stars and the smallest of the smallest stars as well. So how do you ensure investors to keep the trust in situations like that? So what happens to their investment, for example, if the movie is shelved, like for example, due to an unforeseen circumstance, such as shooting stopped due to some controversy, or shooting stopped because of pandemic, for example? Many shoots were stopped when the first lockdown happened and the second lockdown happened. So how do you what happens to the investors' investments in such unforeseen situations where unfortunately the movie has to kind of put aside or put on hold, or like in if it's extremely unfortunate, not even get made, for example? So have you thought about those extreme scenarios, and what is your answer for that?
Yes, so depending on the scenario, yes, we have thought about it. Actually, the producers themselves, the Beyond Cinema, they have actually asked me all these questions. What happens, if the movie gets stopped and all that.
Hmm.
So, see, the worst case scenario, yes, people lose money.
Yeah.
That's the worst case scenario. I hope it doesn't happen. We'll put every from our end, from Cinema Stock Exchange point. Yeah, so like I was saying, worst case scenario, yes, people do lose money, but I don't know what saying. We'll do everything in our capacity to get this out. And let's say, the movie is like 85% complete and then something comes up, or we're short of money for unforeseen reasons. The project owner, in this case, Beyond Cinema, the producers, they can make the decision. They can put it out of the pocket and let the investors know that, this is what has happened and this is the profit sharing. So that
Right.
can be done as well.
Right.
So if the producer decides that he can complete it on his pocket, maybe he can. But if he can't, and if he thinks that making the movie is actually burning up investors' pocket, and if he's already have some money, maybe he can shelve the project and then give the rest of the money, whatever is left out. So that can also happen. These are the worst case scenarios. So there is not like one solution to all that. Depending upon the situation, there will be some decision, mostly driven by the project owner. But does Cinema Stock Exchange have a play in it? Probably yes, for the first few projects, but eventually I won't be able to attend to all of that. So I'll let the project owner decide. So see, in future, what I would like to see is the investors should look forward more to the project owner. uh, Cinema Stock Exchange is actually like an experience to them. It's like a platform. So
Right.
what happens to cinema, and then their investment should be actually driven looking at the project owner and not the Cinema Stock Exchange.
Right. Right. So it really you're saying like it is just like in stock exchange, where it's
Mhm.
the responsibility of the investor to research about the company he's investing in, and research based on reputation, based on his, and it is completely his or her risk, actually. So it's
Exactly.
not as if in stock exchange you can lose money, you can make money, and if you lose money, you're not going to blame the stock exchange, you're not going to blame the Zepay or whoever
Exactly.
whatever the
Mhm.
platform is, right? You cannot blame the trading platform.
Right.
You only blame the company that is making losses, that is, that is making you lose your share value and making you losses on your personal front. So I think it's nothing different about investors own appetite and interest to research the reputation of the production company. And it is a gamble, because ultimately the investment that you're making is not a sure for return investment. That So you're not, as if you're not guaranteeing a sure for return investment, right? It is an investment at the end of the day. Investment has risk, and it's your judgment call, and as an investor it's your responsibility that the way you expect to take profit happily, you should also have the a gut to take a loss with the same level head, if I've put it correctly, please.
Yeah, almost like that with a different choice of words.
Right.
Yes, typically at the end of the day, it is an investment. I wish or I hope to see the investors to accept both profits and losses as it deems to be.
Yeah, it's not as if you're investing in real estate, it's always going to go up.
Right.
This is cinema, and the biggest of the biggest names make a lot of money out of cinema, and they obviously
That's
also
correct.
lose the money out of cinema. And
Right.
your platform is just a middleman, a platform where you can trade, buy, and choose to sell, where you can buy and sell, if
Yeah. So there is also another angle apart from investment. I don't know if I
right.
can think right now, but sometimes if let's say somebody is making, if it is Rajni's movie, I wouldn't mind doing it for investment. I'm just being a part of it. As a
Right.
fan, I would love to think of the fact that my money is actually into the making of Rajni's film. That is really huge for me.
Right.
Everybody has their own superstar idols, and everybody.
Sure.
It's a experience for the fans as well. And other angle is like, let's say somebody is making a film. I was watching Woody, and I was like, it was awesome. It was awesome movie. And even the Sher movies like that, if I'm a part of it, I'll be like more than happy. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the outcome of the movie. It's probably like my way of saying that I'm at least doing something. Like it's actually nothing, but it's just like I'm happy that I'm a part of such. So it's
It's
not.
as if it's the example that you said about Bahubali. Bahubali fans would have been delighted if if they had a chance to invest in the movie, in the making of the movie.
Yeah, because they know they're going to make money and then doing all that,
Doing
experience. And everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are going to make money on something that they love, which
Yes,
is in
exactly.
itself is the satisfaction
Mhm.
of investing in the movie that you love.
That's
So
correct.
that is another angle. And yeah, I think it's a good way to like bring fans closer to the movie in that sense. And
I think this is the closest way that fan can be associated with their superstars, but
sure.
I'm pretty sure I have a very long way to prove that.
Right, right.
Not going to
Because
be
yeah,
easy.
because it is a win-win situation. I mean, the big superstar, he's getting the money for his movies from the fans that he loves. The fans
Yeah,
are getting the joy of investing in the movie. They are the movie does well. They make profit. They make profit of the movie that they love and the star that they adore. And it's just all win-win if the movie does great.
exactly. Yes. So on this note, my goal is to set up a platform that the superstars themselves or the fans think it is trustworthy. So I have to make movies. Some could be flops, some could be disappointments, some could be failures. But ultimately, even if I'm turning out at least one out of 8 movies as a profitable as like a huge movie, it's a still win for me.
Right.
So my goal is to, not to concentrate on them, but build a platform which is trustworthy, stays here for a very long time, and try to bring in good projects. I'll do my own research and due diligence before getting all these projects on board. I'll do my best, and getting the trust is actually the important factor here.
Right. So before I think we have delved into every single possible detail of this business model, but I have some very outrageous questions, if I may put it that way. So where do you see this platform in 5, 10 years down the line? So do you expect at least like a Rajamouli's movie on your platform 20 years down the line, 15 years down the line, right? So what do you have any milestones in mind? What do you want to set up in terms of the scale, in terms of the user experience? What are the new experiences you want to bring, that you have in your mind, that you would love to bring once you get big? And so what is your far future goal, if not immediate future goal, in that sense?
Um, Honestly, I don't have a plan that too for 10 years. I don't
Right.
think so. But yeah,
You
I
have some
think I,
some milestone, some sort of a landmark in your mind.
yes, definitely. See, the goal and then the definition of success that is connected to cinema stock exchange keeps changing on a regular interval.
Right.
So when I was thinking about the idea in 2016, talking to a director is a huge success for me.
Mm,
In 2018, building a website is huge success.
mm,
2019, people signing up and talking to all the producers, actually talking about, that was a huge success. Now
right.
in 2021, when somebody bought first Pixel, that was it's kind
Yeah.
of special,
Right.
so it kept on changing. But
Mm,
if you ask me, after 5 years, where do I see this? Obviously, I would love to have a lot of movies, uh, you know, stuff like that. Like make it big basically.
mm,
uh, I know I'll probably get saturated at some point of time, so I would love to bring someone who can take this to the next level,
sure.
have them become a part of the company. That is my
Mm,
ideal goal.
right.
uh, Major contributions here can come from somebody who has a vast background or experience in digital payments.
Mm,
Right now PayPal is actually, we're paying quite amount of money in terms of transaction fees and
right.
service. PayPal, if somebody can actually replace that product or buy out a product and install it in the Cinema Stock Exchange, the payment gateway, we're
Mm,
talking at least saving out of 6% of money. Initially,
right.
I was telling that, if you're making a movie, the interest rates, the least interest rates are 24%.
Yeah.
But with PayPal, we have cut down from 24 to ideally about 10 to 13.
Right.
That's amount of money that you would spend
Right.
on the budget.
Right.
Uh, so in 5 years, I would love to see, have the big V's coming into this company, taking it to the next level. And for immediate sessions, like in the next year or two, where I would love going is enhance the website.
Mm,
Right now the website is functionally very good. I don't doubt that, but I know where the loopholes are. It's all about money. More the money I put in, better the user experience.
yeah.
So I would like to raise capital on this. And the other big thing on my list is, even before the payment gateway, the next big thing on my list is actually getting the app out. So I
Mm,
would love to make apps, for Android and iOS users.
sure.
uh, Once that is out, that will be a huge win, considering the time and money I have in the next
Sure.
2 years. I'm able to do this, that's a huge win for me.
Right. Awesome. Awesome. So, before I let you go, sir, so can you tell us where we can find Cinema Stock Exchange on the socials, the website, all the good stuff? Where can the public find and go through and read about it? If you can quickly list it out.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, we're on Facebook, Insta, and Twitter. That's
Huh.
the three social media handles that we're actually very active.
Right.
And we're doing camps, like radio ads. We are doing,
You have a YouTube as well, Cinema Stock
yes, we do
Exchange.
have YouTube. But see, most of the YouTube is actually for storing or giving a platform for all the producers, their pitch
Mm,
video.
mm,
So, excuse me, that is the primary usage that we are doing currently.
right.
So yes, hopefully we should have more promotions,
Mm,
uh, like more ads or something that creative video songs and all that on
right.
YouTube just to promote the idea. But as of today, yes, we are very active on social media.
Right. And also, like, we totally forgot to talk about why this 27-day window, right? So is that the only window where people can invest in the movie? Are you going to open more windows if in case you don't reach the targeted funds? So how do you plan to do that exactly?
So I'm glad I actually brought this up because I myself have forgot.
Right.
I forgot. Uh, yeah, basically the 27 days period came from the fact that it's a restriction of PayPal.
Mm,
So once let's say I'm crossing the limit of 27 days, and in case the project is not reaching up its target,
mm,
so we refund all the money. 100% refund goes back to the investors.
right.
So let's say we are making a movie for $200,000,
Right.
and after 27 days, it is not yet at $200,000. So I'm not. Let's say we collected $180,000,
Hmm.
and I'm not taking this $180,000 and giving the production company and asking to make the film with 20,000 short. I'm not doing that
Right.
because they're able to make a movie in $180,000. Why not you told me that in the first place?
Right.
So that is the reason I'm actually giving all this money back to the investors with full refund. I
Right.
don't want to risk investors' money, trying to experiment something with 180K or
Hmm.
give a product that is of less quality. Now, what happens if I cross the 27 days and the movie is not at 100? I have to refund, right? So all the
Yeah.
transactions actually falls on Cinema Stock Exchange.
Right.
So I can say that the movie has been cancelled, and with the transaction fees of PayPal, if you have invested $50, you're probably getting back $46 because the project is cancelled and the PayPal is taking as transaction.
Hmm.
Obviously, the investors will be like, I felt it is unhappy. I mean,
Yes.
usually it is the case, if you're buying something online,
Yeah.
all the transaction fees and whatever online fees that is online service fees that is associated have to be actually on investors' pocket.
Yes.
But in this case, I felt it was not fair thing to do. Or going forward, probably people might be happy with doing it. But this, since it's a very novel idea, and we are trying to establish the fact that something is possible,
Hmm.
and don't have to have. I don't want to have a bad experience on the investors' part. So that's why I'm
Right.
trying to. So that's why the 27 period time. And
Right.
also felt that the longer the movie time period is for getting money, there's a lot of marketing spend also. So every day I have to
Hmm.
keep posting about what it is and all that.
Yeah.
So I yes, I agree that fact that 27-day period is very challenging thing,
Yeah.
but given this model and the restrictions we have from PayPal or the movie itself, given the cast and everything, so I felt this is the right thing to do. I have to take that call.
Right. Right.
But going forward, if there is a prominent movie, and I'm pretty sure that there is no chance that investors, I mean, the investment won't come. I
Hmm.
don't mind putting up till 40 days also, 40,
Sure.
45 days.
Sure. It's
And
big.
if there is a better payment gateway, I'll probably replace PayPal with that, and then
Right. And also make sure that the buzz of the movie stays alive for the entire 40 days, because
exactly,
the
yeah,
attention span of the audience is so short in today's TikTok and Reel era, which basically is
right.
15 seconds. So yeah, that is awesome. And I think we have covered everything but about your website. But I really suggest the audience to go to his website. Can you please list out the website? www.
Cinemastockexchange.com.
Excellent. So that is the website. I'll put the link in the description. You can go visit there, invest in the Hamsa Nandini movie if you would like to. I think the investments are open to buy. I think the pixels are open to buy, if
Right.
that's the correct term. Go buy the pixels of that movie, and if that movie does good, and you make profits, your own little mini producer out there. And that is the opportunity that Cinema Stock Exchange provides you, sitting at your home in your pajamas. And thank you very much, Sandeep Garu, for this lovely idea, for this lovely chat. I think I had a lot of questions, and you patiently answered almost all of them. And I hope this is enough information to grab the curiosity of the listener or the viewer and go check out this lovely, very interesting idea. And I have a feeling that it will explode. And before it exploded, it was here introduced on this podcast. So thank you for that. Thank you for your time, Sandeep Garu.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Nazif. Thanks for having me on your show.
Excellent chat, excellent episode, just like every time. And we will get back to you folks with another episode. Till then, bye everyone.